Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about PlayStation 1, N64, 3DS and more. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, I'm recording a little bit earlier, but I still have to keep my voice down. And yes, I'm still on a cruise ship, and yes, the internet still kind of sucks, so I have to keep this video very short and very sweet. We'll start out by talking about PS1 emulation with DuckStation, and it just got a brand new update. Now, it's been a while since we've seen the latest DuckStation update, and this is the latest preview build, so it's not necessarily a final stable version. This one is considered more or less experimental, and the update itself really isn't that big. So it appears we've got a couple of translation updates as well as an SDL update. SDL stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano, or it stands for Simple Direct Media Layer, depending on how you want to interpret that. SDL2 has been updated to version 2.42.2, and as far as I know, it contains some bug fixes and some minor improvements. I would argue that if you're currently using DuckStation and you're happy with it, you don't really need to update to this version. But on the other hand, this proves that DuckStation is still alive and kicking. Next up, we're very quickly talking about 3DS emulation with Citra. Now, Citra is currently working on the Vulkan backend and it's making progress. And it appears that the frame rates may end up being better using Vulkan as opposed to OpenGL. Development continues. It's not yet ready for prime time, but if you wanted to check out an early build, you can pick it up from their GitHub. Next up, we're talking about a really cool article, and I'll leave a link to it in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. SimCopter 64 has been found. This is a pre-alpha demo. There's not a whole lot to it. There are a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, and it's not even close to a complete game. It was more or less a proof of concept, and that's really emphasizing proof of concept. Unfortunately, as far as I know, the pre-alpha ROM doesn't work with any emulator, and it does require actual hardware in order to run. I'm certain that's going to be fixed relatively shortly, at least I hope so. I'll leave a link to a YouTube video as well in the description below if you wanted to check out some gameplay. It's from the E3 demo. Next up, I've got another quick one. If you like Spider-Man and you've got a Steam Deck, well, you're gonna like this news. Spider-Man is now Steam Deck verified. Moving on, and we're talking about Anbernic. It appears the brand new Anbernic RG505 will be available for pre-order on Wednesday. I'm still in the process of reviewing a couple of Anbernic devices, and this one is about to release. In my opinion here, I think the quantity is great. It's awesome to see a whole bunch of different handhelds, but at the same time, it makes it incredibly difficult to recommend one when they keep coming out. And speaking of which, there's a brand new device, or a bunch of devices here, called the Pimax Portal. And this one is incredibly weird. It says it's the world's first metaverse entertainment system. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't quite know what to make of this device just yet. It seems very similar to a Nintendo Switch with VR. I mean, it's got detachable Joy-Cons, there's a VR headset, and if I'm not mistaken, it's running Android. This Pimax device is rumored to have a Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 powering it, and it's also supposed to have a 4K QLED display running at 144 Hz. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts about anything we talked about today in the comments below. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.